What is up, guys? I'm Cash with Cashed Out Cars, and in today's video we're going to be installing some Chameleon Headlight Tint on both the front marker lights, which I already did, and the signal lights on the mirrors. So let's get started. The first step is to clean whatever you're tinting very well. I wiped down my light with some Simple Green to get rid of any oil or dirt that was on the surface, which will mess up the tint job. You could also use an alcohol prep pad for additional cleanness. Once it's all wiped down, use a heat gun to help evaporate that cleaner and leave your surface perfect. Then go ahead and cut yourself a piece of tint. Make sure it's slightly bigger than the light that you're trying to tint. As long as you're confident that your surface is still completely clean, you're ready to install your tint. Peel off the backing on the adhesive side of the tint and start to place it down on your light. Then use some kind of a squeegee to adhere it on. Try to avoid any wrinkles or air bubbles. To do this, squeegee from the center out. If you do end up with air bubbles, just pull the tint back up and try again. Another good air bubble avoidance method is to hold up one side of the tint and squeegee towards that. I had the best results using this method. Also, at this point, don't worry about scratching the top of the tint because there's another protective layer which will peel off when it's done. If your surface has any raised lettering or contours, use a heat gun to heat up the vinyl. Then you'll be able to press the vinyl into place as it's very pliable when hot. It'll form to any letters or contours. Once you're happy with your vinyl and there's little to no air bubbles, it's time to cut it and shape it to your light. To do this, I used a razor blade. I poked through the vinyl and then went around the light. Try to leave a little bit extra, which you'll tuck in the seam between the light and the body, giving it a nice clean look. While cutting your tint, be extremely careful so you don't damage your paint. Then peel off all that excess vinyl. Then you could remove the outer protective coating. To do this, I used a razor blade to help me lift up an edge, making it easier to peel off the coating. Now there's one final step to making your tint look great. Grab your heat gun and heat the edges of the tint, then tuck it in with your fingernail. This will give your light a really clean, nice look. Now that you know how to install your tints on fairly flat surfaces, I'll give you some tips and techniques to installing it on some pretty rounded ones. For curved surfaces and two-way curved surfaces, I'd recommend starting by laying down the tint in the middle of the curve. This will allow you to stretch it in multiple directions from the center, making it much easier. Ensuring that your vinyl stays hot is also very important, as this will allow you to stretch it and use your squeegee to get it to perfectly conform to the curves. If you heat your vinyl a decent amount in one area, you'll be able to stretch it a lot, allowing it to shape to the curves nicely, avoiding air bubbles and wrinkles. It'll take some practice to find the ideal temperature and stretching point, but once you find it, your install will become a lot easier. Also, it's important to note that if you mess up a little bit, you could always lift up your vinyl again and then reapply it. This means you could fix any air bubbles or wrinkles little by little until it's perfect. Curved surfaces definitely take some patience, but once they're done, they look incredible. Here are some shots of my finished tints. Personally, I think these tints look pretty awesome, especially on the curved surfaces where you could see multiple colors at once. Another benefit of these tints is it's fairly easy to just peel them off if you get tired of them, restoring your stock look. Stay tuned for a full review of these Chameleon tints on my channel. Also, don't forget to like this video if you liked it and leave any comments or questions you have below. Subscribe for more, and as always, thank you for watching.